Okay, so today we're gonna be replacing the oil pressure sensor from this 2012 Ford Fusion SE. It started, the dash started showing a oil pressure symbol. So it either was that the engine didn't have like enough pressure, which that's like when the engine doesn't work anymore, or this sensor right here that's like right on top of the oil filter, and as you guys can see is already leaking. It has a lot of oil, and that is what, well, this pressure sensor went bad, so now we are gonna replace it. I bought the new oil pressure sensor and also the connector that goes with it, a new connector, because I think this one is too, it's very like oily and I don't think it's gonna work anymore. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna grab a wrench or something to get to this, to start loosening up this pressure sensor. But first we're gonna disconnect this connector right here. If you bought the connector, you can just cut it off and then start loosening up the pressure sensor, and you should be good to go, so that you don't lose a lot of time. But if you're not gonna replace this, then yes, you have to press a clip on top over here and pull it out. Okay, so now to loosen up the sensor, I just cut this wire because I'm gonna replace this, and you know, just leave the other wire so that you can have you know, wire to put the new one in, the new pigtail connector. So yeah, so now I'm gonna use this, I don't know what it's called, I know it has a name, but I'm gonna use this wrench right here, set it up to the whatever distance it is, or the diameter, I don't know what's, and then you're gonna turn left, of course, remember, lefty loosey, and it's gonna start loosening up the sensor. There's not a lot of space, but with patience it should work. Once you get it like kind of, you feel it very loose, and you can unscrew it with your hand. But a little bit of oil might come out, I'm not sure. I think it's kind of loose already. Yeah, and I'm gonna unscrew it. You're gonna want to clean it up, and then the next step, if you're gonna replace the pigtail, we have to connect the new one, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna find where the wire is. Gonna take off all this electrical tape and see where the wire is, so that I can start either stripping it or see, you know, where it is. I'm gonna need like about this, need like, I don't know, an inch or two. Okay, so I got about that out. It's about, I don't know, what, 2 inches, 1 inch, I don't know. But yeah, just whenever, however you feel comfortable like to strip, I'm gonna strip about this and then match the other one. I'm gonna use this. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna use about that wire, and now on the new one, I'm gonna go to your new pigtail and also strip. However, like for me this is a little short, so I'm gonna put maybe like over here. Okay, so I'm gonna strip it. There it is, stripped. And now I have this from Harbor Freight, cut it in half. So I cut it in half and I'm gonna put it on the new connector, and now I'm ready to match this new connector with the old wire. So I'm gonna match them like this. Make sure that both of them are like spinning. And then kind of flat, like make them like it's a wire. And then the tube is gonna go over this right here, and that's how it's gonna end. Okay, so I think I'm ready to heat shrink this wire. So first I'm gonna do one end. Try to go all around it. And then you can either do the other end or just start doing all the tube. These tubes work great to seal off all the moisture and water and all that. And for extra protection, you can put electrical tape around it. That's how it's gonna end up. Okay, so now that we have the connector put in, we are gonna put the new oil sensor. This one right here was the old one. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. And just so you know, not all the threads go into the the hole of where you have to put the pressure, the oil pressure sensor. As you can see on the old one, 1, 2, 3, about 4 threads were in, and the rest was like outside. So yeah, clean the area where you're gonna put the new one. So first, hand tight, righty tighty. Okay, it's starting to feel tight, and as you can see, about the white thing that it had on the threads still out, so it's fine like that. So with my hand it's already tight, but we're gonna just turn it a little bit more so that it doesn't have to be super tight, but you know, just snug it just a little bit more. Okay, so mine, it's already, I think it's already good like that. Just the top thread is showing. So yeah, we should be good to go. Remember, you don't want to over tight the sensors because they're going into the aluminum, and yeah, like if you messed up the threads, it's very hard. But you gotta replace the whole thing where it goes into. So yeah, so that should be it. Just make sure that you can untie it with your hand, and now we're gonna connect our connector like this, and you just gotta hear the clip, the click, and that's it. Now it's connected. I think it's a little bit too long. I'll put a zip tie. But yeah, that should be good to go. Okay, so I just finished. That's how it looks. So now we're gonna put the scanner on the car, turn it on, and see what it does. Hopefully it's good. But that's how you replace a oil pressure sensor. And yeah, hopefully this video helps you and you can replace it yourself. All right, see you to the next one.